Narrated by Jabir. When the time of the Battle of Uhud approached, my father called me at night and said, I think that I will be the first amongst the companions of the Prophet peace be upon him to be martyred. I do not leave anyone after me dearer to me than you, except Allah's Messenger, and I owe some debt and you should repay it and treat your sisters favorably, nicely and politely. So in the morning he was the first to be martyred and was buried along with another, martyr. I did not like to leave him with the other, martyr, so I took him out of the grave after 6 months of his burial, and he was in the same condition as he was on the day of burial, except a slight change near his ear. Narrated by Jabir. A man was buried along with my father, and I did not like it till I took him, my father, out and buried him in a separate grave. Narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah. The Prophet peace be upon him collected every 2 martyrs of Uhud, in one grave, and then he would ask, which of them knew the Quran more. And if one of them was pointed out for him as having more knowledge, he would put him first in the lot. The Prophet peace be upon him said, I will be a witness on these on the day of resurrection. Then he ordered them to be buried with their blood on their bodies, and he did not have them washed. Narrated by Ibn Umar. Umar set out along with the Prophet peace be upon him with a group of people to Ibn Sayyad till they saw him playing with the boys near the hillocks of Bani Moghala. Ibn Sayyad at that time was nearing his puberty and did not notice us until the Prophet peace be upon him stroked him with his hand and said to him, Do you testify that I am Allah's Messenger peace be upon him? Ibn Sayyad looked at him and said, I testify that you are the messenger of illiterates. Then Ibn Sayyad asked the Prophet peace be upon him, Do you testify that I am Allah's Messenger peace be upon him? The Prophet peace be upon him refuted it and said, I believe in Allah and His apostles. Then he said, to Ibn Sayyad, What do you think? Ibn Sayyad answered, True people and liars visit me. The Prophet peace be upon him said, You have been confused as to this matter. Then the Prophet peace be upon him said to him, I have kept something in my mind for you, can you tell me that? Ibn Sayyad said, It is al-Duk, the smoke. The Prophet peace be upon him said, Let you be in ignominy. You cannot cross your limits. On that Umar said, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, allow me to chop his head off. The Prophet peace be upon him said, If he is he, Dajjal, then you cannot overpower him, and if he is not, then there is no use of murdering him. Ibn Umar added, Later on Allah's Messenger peace be upon him once again went along with Ubay bin Ka'b to the date palm trees garden where Ibn Sayyad was staying. The Prophet peace be upon him wanted to hear something from Ibn Sayyad before Ibn Sayyad could see him, and the Prophet peace be upon him saw him lying covered with a sheet, and from where his murmurs were heard. Ibn Sayyad's mother saw Allah's apostle while he was hiding himself behind the trunks of the date palm trees. She addressed Ibn Sayyad, O Saf. And this was the name of Ibn Sayyad, here is Muhammad. And with that Ibn Sayyad got up. The Prophet peace be upon him said, Had this woman left him, or had she not disturbed him, then Ibn Sayyad would have revealed the reality of his case.